Maybe YouTubers, it's me living out loud. I just jumped on real quick tonight. I wanted to shoot a video response to Magical Mandi. She posted a hashtag up actually yesterday, and it is advice to new witches. It kind of resonated with me, which kind of surprised me because um, when I talk to more seasoned witches, I definitely consider myself a new witch, as in the fact that I just fully decided to acknowledge things that I have worked with throughout my life as actually being part of witchcraft. I really took hold of it within the last 3 years or so. So when I am around others, I definitely consider myself a new witch, which is odd that I felt that I should give advice to new witches, but yep, here I am. so, so anyways, my advice to a new witch is learn. Learn from everybody and everything. Everybody's opinion is worth something. Even if the lesson that you learn from their opinion is that it doesn't work for you or it's not right for you. But nothing hurts to learn from where somebody else is actually coming from, and to see how things work for them. Just because you even watch a YouTube video on somebody doing something a certain way doesn't mean that you have to do it that exact way, because they're doing things that are correct for their path. And that's the best part about being on your spiritual path. I'm sorry, I have quite an itchy nose tonight. But anyways, that's the best part, is that it's yours, and nobody can tell you what you're doing is wrong, because it's what's right for you and what works for you and your magic. You know, always look for teachers throughout your life. Teachers are always put on your path at the right time, right when you need them to be there. You just gotta have your eyes open for them, and because they might not present themselves as a teacher, but like I said, you can always learn something from somebody. Even if they're not a witch, you can learn something from somebody every day. You know, you're gonna also want to read. And read. And then when you're done reading, go ahead and read some more. Because the information that is out there is just plentiful. And we live in an age today that it's right at our fingertips. It's never been easier to be able to get your hands on information and research. You know, everything has some type of interconnectedness. You just have to look for it. You have to do the work, you know, and that's with everything, you know, like when you cast a spell, you don't just cast a spell and that's it. No, honey. No. You gotta put some work into it, you know. So it's not like just an easy thing to do. Like, you have to put work into your practice if you want it to truly benefit you and your life. You're gonna, when I say that there's tons of teachers out there, you're also gonna come upon people who know everything, and they know the right way to do absolutely everything. If somebody tells you that what you're doing is wrong, and that's not the right way, and they'll show you the right way, or this is the proper way to set this up, or do it this way, walk away from them. Turn around and walk away. You don't even owe them an explanation. Just walk away, because those of us who understand how being on your own path leads you in many different directions knows that we can be there to share and offer guidance and share our personal knowledge, but it is not our place to tell somebody that what they believe or what they are doing is wrong. Let's leave that to the other belief systems out there, you know. It's part of what always drew me into the craft was the fact that I could make it my own. Yeah. And that's what you need to do. Make it your own. Oh, and last but not least, it's not a race. It is not a race. Nobody's going to be at the end of the line going, yeah, you learned all of your correspondence is this, and you can do all this, and you can do this, and you can do that. It's not a race. Let's all learn and grow together and see where we all end up, you know, because everybody's at a different place on their path, you know, and I mean, that's the good part, right? I mean, it wouldn't be fun if we were all doing the same thing at the same time and always getting the same answers, you know. That's just like in many different divination practices, you know, people who read tarot cards. Not everybody uses a guidebook. Some people read completely based on intuition, but that's because that's what works for them. But obviously, like, that's my core message. That's my core bit of advice. You know, just learn from everybody. Read books on everything. It doesn't even have to be a witchcraft book, you know. You can read mythology books to learn about goddesses and gods, because guess where those stories came from, right? I have books that have been on my shelves for years about natural healing, and it tells me how to make herbs work for me medicinally. Well, guess what that is? I mean, that's apocryphy, right? Like, it all intertwines together. That's why they refer to everything about, it's where the spirals come in, you know. You just keep finding yourself going and going and going, and then you get somewhere else, and you think you've made it to what you were looking for, and then you find something else. I get into late night wormholes all the time. That's actually how I even found YouTube. But, so yeah, so enjoy your path, make it yours, do what's right for you. Look for the teachers that are out there on your path, because they'll be there. They might even be behind a YouTube camera talking to you. And, you know, last but not least, like, do your thing. And you can do your thing if your beliefs are to do as you will and harm none, then that's great. And again, that is one set of beliefs. I personally don't go out of my way to cause any harm to anybody by any means, but I definitely live by this, and that's what I'm gonna leave you with. Do no harm, but take no shit, witches. Have a good night, YouTube.